And she got to the final by beating Katrina Maleva, the younger of the two Bulgarian sisters who qualified for the Virginia Slims Championships. Then Natalia Zvereva. Zvereva alluded to that match in her acceptance speech of the doubles yesterday, and it was a little contrite because she didn't try in that match. She might not have won, but she learned a lesson. And then Helena Sukova. Sukova had beaten Martina Navratilova the night before. Pam's record in the Garden, in which she started out against a left-handed German who won this title in 1982, Sylvia Haneke, who upset Martina Navratilova in the final 6 years ago. Then a big win for Shriver, only her third in 10 years, 22 matches against Everett and Peter Kasavage, the umpire. And of course, yesterday, Shriver beat Graf 6-3, 7-6, 7-5 in the breaker. And finally, it's been a long wait, but here we go for the Virginia Slims Championships singles final. Shriver leading off against Sabatini.
Ready? What?
Shriver, the leader in their rivalry, 5 matches to 3.
And the last time they played, which was earlier this year, it was on an indoor court just like this, and Pam won that one, 7-5, 7-6. That was called out?
Barely, yes.
Shriver being forced to make another half volley there. It's happened to her twice in this game now. She wants to avoid that at all costs, but it's very difficult when you got Sabatini, as you see there, with a whipping topspin backhand return, sets up an easy pass. Hard to avoid having to hit half volleys when you come in behind serving against Sabatini.
40-15. Wing. So Sabatini down 40-love becomes the attacker, and it's deuce.
Well, she did. Shriver decided to hit an off-speed second serve, stay back behind it, hoping for the opportunity to get in. But I think she's going to find out that that tactic will not work because Sabatini will keep her pin back there. She'll pull her off the court, and she'll work her way into the net herself, as she did on the last point.
Well, yesterday, Shriver lost her serve for the only time in the opening game against Graf. She was ahead 30-love and lost it. Here, she's been ahead 40-love.
this stage, I think, is just trying to figure out which side to serve to be able to get herself in a position to make an aggressive first volley, because more often than not, she's either half-volleyed or had to hit a very difficult low volley. She's not hurting Sabatini as much with the serve today as she did Graf yesterday.
Second deuce, opening game. That backhand, when she goes cross court, can do anything. And a break point. It's long. Oh, this is a laborious first game. Third deuce.
Shriver gives her that wide slice, which I think she'll use periodically to great effect. Just as long as Sabatini is off balance. Can't let her know it's coming, but it's Shriver's best serve.
Ace for Shriver, and she escapes in the first game despite a break point. And we'll come back for Gabby's first serve. They split. But the first one may be the most memorable for a couple of instances. As Sabatini goes to serve. The first meeting was in 1985 at Sea Pine, South Carolina, the Family Circle Cup. Why? Shriver fans.
Yeah, that's Pam's mother, Margot, in the red shirt, and Pam's kid sister, Eleanor, is on the left. On the right is Pam's older sister.
In the back row.
Yeah, that's Marion.
Love 15.
They don't come around too much in the tournaments, but they're not going to miss this one.
Long. That first meeting at Hilton Head, Sea Pines Plantation, nobody knew much about Sabatini, and of course Shriver was established. Sabatini, they started their match on a Friday, got rained out on Saturday, finished it on Sunday morning, and Sabatini won. Pam couldn't believe that a 14-year-old had beaten her. Ace for Gabby, that's number one. Coach Angel Jimenez and the physical trainer.